Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we are going to be working on a 12 by 12 layout for a challenge, I believe. Now, I do not recall what the challenge is. I'm pretty sure it was a Secret Not Secret Kit Club challenge. I just cannot recall what the challenge is. So at first I was going to use this pink with spots on it paper as my background, and I have a green julep colored cardstock back behind there just to give it a little bit of a border. It's like 1/8 border all the way around. I picked that color because you can see with that heart paper, there is that green in there. Now I am going to make a row down at the bottom of the page just with a couple different patterned papers. I did want to use this blue polka dot, and I did want to use that heart paper. Here I'm going to go ahead and try and add in this color as well. Now when I start looking at it, yeah, see, that doesn't look super fabulous. I'm going to end up taking it in a different direction, just a little bit of a different direction, in that I'm going to take away that pink background and trade it in for some white cardstock. I end up foregoing the border altogether. I just leave a border of the white around my entire design instead of actually putting a border back there. And it works out pretty good. Here I'm going to take away this dark color piece, and I'm actually going to put in my original background on there. I'm going to put a piece of this pink in there. And this is going to stretch from side to side. I think I leave about 1/4 of an inch on either side and also on the bottom. Now I will put a strip of the heart paper up at the top as well, and I'll also leave about 1/4 inch from the top and the sides. I don't think I do that on camera. Right here I'm laying them out how I want to do them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip these over and put them together using some double-sided tape. I'm just going to lay the double-sided tape right here and join them together with it. And then that will serve as a good way to get them glued down. I also did run my ATG gun on it as well, so I won't be having any problems with them not being able to stick. So here we go. There is the base of my layout. Now I know I want to have a strip along that line right there to kind of separate where it's break up where the white is hitting all those patterned papers. This, I don't think I used a sketch on it. I don't know why I decided to do this. I think maybe it's because I had a whole bunch of scraps left from this kit, and I kind of wanted to get them used up. This is a kit I had gotten from Christina at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and I've used a good bit of it. I don't have much of it left at all except for embellishments, because I don't embellish as much as, you know, some people do. So I always have embellishments left over. But I did not have a whole bunch of papers left over. So that's why we are going to be cutting them up a little bit. One of the papers did have these Polaroids on them, so I did cut a couple of those up to use. I am going to be using this yellow one out the bottom. It's going to be covered up anyways, but I'm using it. And I'm going to use this blue one over to the left-hand side of my photo. And the reason I used that over there was because my strip of that paper wasn't quite long enough to reach all the way over to the side the way I wanted it to. So we're just going to go ahead and cover up right there so you won't notice. Now I very well could have just cut it behind the photo and extended it across, but that's not how I ended up going about it. I did use another one of those Polaroid frames, and it was like on an edge piece, and it says life is good. I'm going to tuck that up at the top after I stamp the date on it. Here I am just putting a little bit of vellum underneath my photo. The reason I did that, again, was because the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, one of the 10-item challenge, one of the items for the 10-item challenge, if you use these items, you get a point for them throughout the entire party. One of the items was vellum. So yeah, I went ahead and just stuck a layer of vellum behind my photo. It doesn't add a whole bunch. In fact, I'm sitting here looking at it and it's like, can't even notice that it's there really. I am going to pop these Polaroid frames up on some foam tape. Now I did pull out this peach close to my heart ink to kind of ink around the edges. And the reason I pulled that color out is because on these frames, they all have this little bit of a wonky border around them. It's supposed to be, I think, like shadowing or something, but the shadowing looks like it's a peach color. So I went ahead and pulled that out just to kind of tie that in a little bit. I don't really have peach anywhere else on this layout, but it's not that bold and bright. It doesn't like pop out in your face or anything. It works. You can't really even tell. I don't ink any of the odd colored items with it, like that yellow tag I'm not going to ink. the blue tag, I'm not going to ink that either. This tag I went ahead and cut in half. I'm going to turn the other side of that into a tag as well, that green portion right there. I'm just going to clip off a corner and then turn the corner over and clip it on the other side so that they're the same size. And then I'm going to measure where the middle of it is right here. I'm going to go ahead and use my grid and measure where the middle of it is so I can just go ahead and punch a hole in it. Now when I put my twine through these tags, this time the one at the bottom right there, I'm just going to do like a regular old threading it. I'm just going to do like a little loop on it. And then the one at the top, I'm going to pull away and cut this out because it took me a long time. I am going to do the loop-de-loo on there, so it's kind of going to be a bit thick and give it a little bit of dimension, but you won't see me actually do that. You'll see me come back and it will be done. Now these tickets have 0% to do with this layout. They were just in the collection or in the kit that I had got, so I thought I would use it. I did like that one Polaroid frame you can see up there. It says something about magic on it, and that's where I pulled my title from. It says Magical Moment, and I think those are those Paige Evans or Pink Fresh Studio. I'm not sure which, but one of them has the multicolor alphas, so I did go ahead and use that. I only picked out the pink for Magical. There was not a pink L, so I did have to cut an I. And then I pulled out Moment in green. I did go ahead and put down some navy blue sequins. And now I'm going to finish off with some Heidi Swap color Shine in Gold. And after I do that, guys, I am not going to do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.